It's low, Jenny. Your voice is actually a little low. Can you increase your volume?
Yeah, is it okay now?
No, still it is low.
Still it is low.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
How is it now?
Yeah, this is good.
This is good? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all my dear friends. Welcome you all to My Time Infinity. Today is day 12. We have successfully completed 11 days of My Time, organized by IFSS and PSSM Global. We have been hearing very good experiences about this sessions and very good feedback. Let us go through the past 11 days. Okay, I see a chat. Today is my first day. That's completely okay, ma'am. I will give a recap of the 11 days my time. Just listen to it. And today it's been going to be a little different from what we used to do. So just be open and listen and experience things. Okay. So let me just go through the 11 days. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Jenny and I am joining from Chennai, India. Okay, so congratulations to all of you to complete these 11 days very good, very successfully. Let's go through this. First day, we covered the science of observation, like how observation, just by observing things, we can see it much better, much clearer, and we can have a very we definitely know that there are too many perspectives on a given situation, right? But by observing things, we can see it through every perspective. We got to know that. Second day, we talked about science of meditation, like how meditation can help us in every aspect of life, like literally in every aspect of life. Just by doing this breath meditation, we can heal ourselves, we can heal the health issues, we can enhance our emotional intelligence, many much more, right? I could just go on. The day three, we talked about Buddha, a spiritual scientist. That day was Buddha Purnima. And we talked about Buddha, a very spiritual scientist, we could say him. He tried different types of meditations and got enlightened by this Anapanasati meditation, which we are learning and practicing it for the past 11 days. Then after that, we talked about friends and foes in meditation, like what are how in meditation only we could see what is our friend, like which part of a character is our friend and which is not. Like we'll see both of it. And some it also explained, like sometimes we get in meditation, sometimes the meditation is very peaceful, we have no thoughts, very peacefully we could sit. But sometimes it is like too much of thoughts. Even whoever is meditation doing meditation from past 2 decades, they also get this things. Sometimes it is peaceful, sometimes it is too much of thoughts. So both the things happens. We just need to see it as it is. That's what we learn in meditation, to observe the things. We practice observation in meditation. Then after that, we talked about presence. Or by observing, we be in the present moment. Now is the present moment. And 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 we can feel joy through it. Being in a present moment gives us joy. Being in the present moment, we are not affected by the things that are happening outside. That's we learned. Then after that, we learned the churning of the mind, Sagar Manthan, and learned about subconscious mind. Sagar Manthan. How, like, by this story, it is said that like ancient days, people used to teach people by telling stories. So this Sagar Manthan was like one story to teach people how this churning of mind goes. After that, we talked about holistic doctors and spiritual doctors for healthy world, like how we actually don't need medicines, and we can live a holistic life by doing meditation. After that, we learned about energy and chakras by Partha sir, how he like practically teached us how to, just by breath, we can go through each chakras, and we can feel the energy point within each chakras. After that, there was spiritual intelligence for our evolution. Like Rajan sir told about that there is emotional intelligence, IQ, intelligence, emotional quotient, intelligence quotient. It is, there is also spiritual quotient. Like how spiritual quotient is above these two, IQ and EQ. Then we talked about importance of book reading. That session, how Srinivas Reddy sir just talk about book reading was, I personally was inspired to read books. I started reading this Healing and Joy by Torquem, inspired by him. Yeah. It was very good session. We learned why we should read books. Book reading is very important to understand different perspective from different masters, so that we can experience it from our perspective. Then yesterday was magic of thinking big. Pari ma'am talked about the how thoughts create reality. And today we are going to have something different from this 11 days program. Today we are going to, today we have a very special guest, Radhika ma'am. I hope she's there, right? Hi, Radhika ma'am. Hello, how are you?
I'm super awesome. I hope everyone is doing great here.
Yes, super. So today we have her, and we are going to experience something different from this meditation. So let's. I would like just take few minutes to quote something from the book When the Shoe Fits. It's like starting the book. The very first thing it read was, empty your mind first. To gain knowledge, you have to surrender to it and receive it. If the glass is full, there will be no space for anything. So with this, I would like to invite Radhika ma'am to take over. So Radhika ma'am, up to you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Jenny. And that was a beautiful discussion that you just did. So without further ado, I would request everyone to remove their specs. We'll just quickly dive into meditation before we get into anything wisdom or anything serious. So let's get into meditation. kindly remove your specs. Just be with your natural breath. Be with this quiet for some time. Just sit in a very comfortable position. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Witness any part of your body that is feeling any tightness, any rigidness, or anything that is making you uncomfortable. For the next few minutes, we will be in complete silence, connecting with our breath and our heart and all that there is. As above and so below. Just be with this quiet for the next 2 minutes. Observe your breath, your gentle breath which is coming in and going out. And stay with us. Next 1 minute, just be with this quiet, this beautiful silence. Simply to connect with all that you are and all that you're becoming. Be comfortable with the silence. Be comfortable with this quiet. Simply becoming one with the rhythm of your gentle, natural, beautiful, divine breath. My dear friends and my dear God, you are that which you are seeking.
Um, sorry, Radhika ma'am, to interrupt you. We can't hear you properly. Ma'am, can you hear us?
No chatter. Natural, beautiful breath. For the next 1 minute, simply be attuned to all that you are and all that there is. Letting go of all identities, social stigmas, anything and everything that does not define your spiritual beingness, your isness, your wholesomeness. Be okay with this quiet. Be okay with the silence. Let go of the chatter. Let go of everything and anything that does not serve you on your path. The next 1 more minute, just be comfortable in this silence, this deep silence seated within your womb, within your heart. No thoughts, no chants, no mantras, no opening eyes. Just being one with your gentle, natural, beautiful, divine breath. And so it is. Completely relax in this beautiful divine moment. Becoming one with all that you are and all that there is. With each breath in, you're taking in the prana, the chi. You're becoming one with this whole cosmos. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out the dis-ease, breathing out disalignment, breathing out negativity, breathing out anything and everything that does not serve you on your highest path. Right now, in this moment, as you go deeper into this meditation, being one with your breath, you're surrounded by a deep, deep golden light radiating from above, from below, from your right and from your left. Your auric field is increasing and your energy is getting higher. Just be one with your divine breath. No thoughts, no chants, no mantra, and so it is. They are completely enveloped in the beautiful cosmic energies, completely one with our breath, one with our beingness, our isness, the universe within and out. And as we continue to go deeper as a conscious group, as this conscious Sangha, the angelic presence, the ascended masters, and many divine energies surround us, holding space for us and meditating along with us. You realize how this power of your breath is taking you deeper, intensely deeper and intensely higher into all that there is. Feel that golden light entering your body from all directions. Feel yourself getting grounded to Mother Earth with each breath in and each breath out. And with each cycle of breath, you're feeling lighter, more connected and relaxed. Just be with your heart, be with your breath. Let all the thoughts go out of your window, as you wouldn't allow dirty shoes or dirty laundry in your bedroom or your meditation room, your sacred space. Similarly, do not allow any thought to hamper your mind. Simply be an observer. Observe the thoughts and let go. Observe your breath and go deeper, and so it is. There is a big golden halo over our heads in this moment right now as divine presence embrace us, completely enveloping us in their love frequency. A huge pyramid has been installed for this beautiful group to accelerate the growth, to accelerate the journey. With each breath in and each breath out, this cycle of breath is leading us to exactly where we need to be in this moment right now. Completely surrender without any thought, without any questions, and without any doubt. When your belief is bigger, every problem becomes a solution. When any doubts arise, you must remember to make your belief stronger, your faith bigger, and your presence larger. A golden fluid like light is entering from our head, from the place of our soul star chakra, entering into our body like a golden liquid is flowing. Sending much love and healing to all parts of our body, to all those memories, to any situation that makes us uncomfortable, makes you feel pain, or reminds you of something that is emotionally draining. Right now, in this moment, you're realizing your power, you're realizing yourself, and you're realizing the universe that you are, and so it is. Last 3 minutes. Do not open your eyes and just be with your gentle, natural, beautiful breath, my dear friends and my dear gods. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently place your palms in your eyes without rubbing. Let it be there for some time, soaking in the energies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And open your eyes when you're ready. And now, give yourself a big round of applause for being in this beautiful meditation, for being in this together and sailing through this 40 minutes of meditation together. Congratulations. And over to you, Jenny. Thank you so much for this beautiful meditation today.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was very, very, very peaceful meditation. I could feel energies in all over my body. So thank you so much for this meditation. So before we go into the wisdom part, let me just introduce you to the audience. Okay, sure. So Radhika is the founder of Sessions with Radhika and has co-founded Sacred Goddess Tribe of Mystical Moon Sisters and Conscious Creators Academy. She has also co-created Certified Quantum Crystal Practitioner Program with her soul sister and mentor Paripatri. Along with being an active part and core team member of the PSSN Global, Radhika is a motivational speaker, mindset rewiring coach, energy intuitive medium, channel, pyramid master, oracle tarot cards counselor, dowsing expert, conscious writer, and a poet. So, wow, very nice. So, I'm today's topic. I'm really curious to know about it, even personally. So let's give it to you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jenny, for sharing about me. Thanks a bunch. And I hope my voice is very clear and it's audible to everyone right now.
Yes, now it is.
Super. Thank you. And during meditation, it was clear later, right?
Yeah, later it was clear. Initially it was, but later.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So let me, without further ado, before I start, before I start sharing my screen and share the slideshow, which I very lovingly prepared for our audience, actually, keep an open mind. Okay, like how Pari said yesterday, think big and keep your faith stronger, keep your belief bigger. Before I get into the nitty-gritties of the sessions today, of our session today, of what I'm going to be sharing, if it is okay with everyone, please switch on your cameras. It'll be nice to see your bright, shining faces right in the morning because it is more interactive that way. Thank you so much for doing that. Also, when I say angels or ascended masters or something, sometimes our head goes into thinking, oh my God, this is so, oh my God, what are you thinking? This is not, this is not exactly what I signed up for, or what is she talking, or what are they talking about? Please understand there is a world beyond us. There are many universes. We are merely one universe in one galaxy. There are so many galaxies beyond this galaxy. There are so many universes beyond this universe. So I'm going to state two quotes today. One by Nikola Tesla, which is and he was one of the greatest scientists that we know in today's age and date, Mr. Nikola Tesla. He said that if you can understand universe, if you want to stand universe, you have to stand energy, frequency, and vibration. Obviously, this is not exactly how he said, but I'm just explaining what he really said. So if you understand energy, if you understand vibration, if you understand frequency, it is exactly what we'll be talking about today, but in a very different context. The other thing is, it is said by Guru Nanak Dev, it is said by many masters, it is said by Ramtha, that if you think living on this earth that there is only one universe and only one planet which has life, you're fooling yourself into believing a socially conditioned lie. You are being socially conditioned, programmed to think in a certain way. And weirdly, we give into those whims and fancies thinking this is exactly what it is. The idea today is to realize that you are not this body, but you are a spiritual being experiencing this body. Wherein a lot of people say, oh, I am having a spiritual experience. Oh, I am on a spiritual journey. Oh, I am into a meditative journey. My dear friends and my dear gods, please realize you are a god, you are a meditator, you are a spiritual being. You are experiencing this human form. You are experiencing this human journey. You are experiencing this identity, that job, that marriage, that child, that daughter, son, whatever relationship that you're in. All these social tags, all that you see right now, it is only an apparent reality. Only apparent reality. Apparent reality means which is visible to your naked eyes right now. But there are so many layers to the truth that this universe, that this world has. This universe has so many layers that if we were to peel it, it would be more than an onion. Peeling one layer and something else comes up. Peeling the other layer and something else comes up. So always have a very open mind and a broader perspective to be in a receiving state of all that is, yet to come to you in this journey that you have, taken on board with this whole conscious group that you're in together. So without further ado, let me share my screen. Is my screen visible to you?
Not yet. Yes, it is.
It is visible now?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Jenny, please keep me in loop in case if you feel that my slides are going slower or the slide hasn't changed. Please just let me know. It's okay if you want to cut me short in between. That's all right. No problem.
Sure.
Okay. Because let me tell you something. Whenever I am doing this particular thing or I'm doing something related to extraterrestrials, something which is very high vibrational, there is always technological glitches. And which is a very normal thing, by the way, for a lot of people. We know that, technology glitches happen when you're into a very high vibrational arena or a high vibrational space. Okay. So today's topic is very close to my heart. It has a lot of esoteric scientific value to it. And let's go into it. So today our topic is mysteries of angelic realm and how to connect with the spirit guides. Before I start this, can I quickly know how many people actually know about angels or have heard angels? Or, I mean, you could be a seasoned meditator or you could be new into your journey. I'm still exploring all of you guys, the audience. So if you can just write raise your hands or just, write in the chat box that you are aware of something. Okay, Anju says heard about angels. Thank you, Anju, for that. Anyone else who's heard about angels? Sulakshana says yes. Shirisha says yes. Great. Thank you for that response. Okay. Even if you know or if you don't, today we'll understand about this whole scenario. Life is temporary, but you are eternal. As I was saying, you are something so much bigger than you believe. You're something so much concrete within this universe. The only thing that is very real to you right now is your breath. And when you are with that breath, you understand that even when this body does not exist, even when the social identity does not exist, there will be something, there will be something which is beyond us, which is beyond this universe that will keep existing, and that is the eternality we are talking about. Who are angels? So angels are representation of the highest form of energy, close to the supreme or God energy. There is much information on there is much information on angels, but rarely will someone tell you the truth of angels being those that not only travel between our and other world, but they travel across dimensions to keep a close connect with all that there is, especially making sure of a strong connection with the spirit guides, ascended masters, and the angelic realm itself. A lot of times what happens is we are in a habit of boxing up aspects, boxing up things into a perspective. We want to think in a certain way, and we think only that perspective is right. So even with angels, what human did was they started boxing them into situations, into perspective, into thought processes, where they thought, okay, angels look like this, or angels might look like this. Angels are always loving, or this or that, or something like that. Of which one was also a myth that where they would say that angels exist in heaven. If there is a heaven, there are angels, but that is only one part of the truth. That is like programming you that there is a god above you sitting somewhere up in the sky and taking care of everything, which is not true. If we can go back to what Patriji would say always, and he affirmed it very, very, very strongly, that we are the gods that we're seeking outside. And when he said that, he was not saying this to stoke our egos or for us to have that ego, okay, we are God, we can do anything. What he was really trying to tell us is all that image that was stored in our minds since our childhood, that there is a temple, there is or there is a church, or there is a mosque, or there is a certain aspect or perspective of how you want to see that higher God or the higher energy is present in that particular sacred space, with that, be it a temple, church, mosque, gurudwara, or any place of worship that there is. But he made us understand that there is a world beyond that. That energies do not exist in a particular sacred space. It exists within us. How we see the world becomes to see us the similar way. That does not mean that those sacred sites do not hold that energy, or they do not hold that kind of power that there is. It does. But not boxing it up. So angels are beings which travel across dimensions, across universes, across cosmos, across the galaxies, to keep in check everything that is happening right now. So just treat them as your guides, as your friends who are actually traveling from one place to the other to keep in check everything that needs to be balanced in this 3D matrix. Because this 3D is really a circle. It's a loop where you go full circle, you come back at the same point. And to unloop us from certain realities, they are keeping everything in check moving forward. Angelic hierarchy. So angels are beings which basically were decided to align the human race, which was sent to Earth to ascend its energies from 3D to 5D. There's a story behind this, which is basically a conspiracy theory, but many believe it to be true. That Earth was Earth was known as Tara, or the soul Tara, and it fell down from 3D to 5D. And this is nothing physical happening. It did not like, it was here and started falling physically and it fell somewhere. In its conceptualization of spirituality, in its energy, in its vibration, it fell down from 5D to 3D because of certain forces. And it is known as Earth today, and we are in the 3D. But now again, we are ascending back to 5D with all the efforts that is being put by so many people who started to meditate, whether they're pyramid masters or they're following some other practices or anything. Anyone who's aligned with the thought of oneness, of bringing this earth together, is helping ascend us to 5D. And angels were sent on earth, or align with the human race or with us, to help us in this journey. So the first part of the angelic hierarchy, there is no hierarchy per se, but to understand in human language how everything works and who's doing what. The first batch is seraphim, cherubim, and thrones, which are ranked as the topmost echelons in the angelic realm and held as the spiritual advisors. So these spiritual advisors are not those which will directly interact with you, but remember that the most powerful thought, that sudden intuition, maybe, so just a very, very small example. A very major accident is going to happen for someone, and suddenly they would remember that, oh my God, my wallet is in my wallet. I left my wallet. I did something, and they'll go back to the house, and suddenly they say, where they were supposed to be, there was a major crash or major something, and their life was saved. Maybe a pole fell down on their car or something happened, but they were saved. That sudden something which happens could be these people, the ones sitting on the highest thrones, passing down the thoughts through the levels for us to be safe. Second are the dominions, virtues, and powers that are in charge of movement in the spiritual realm and crowned as a second in command in the angelic realm. And the third are basically the heavenly abode in the angelic realm is comprised of archangels, principalities, and angels who are in direct connection with the 3D. Now, what is happening here is the seraphim, the cherubim, and the thrones are basically someone who's directly overlooking the galactic temple, the galactic arena, or the dimensional arena, where everything is being synced, everything is being taken care of. The dominion, virtues, and powers are taking care of the link between the 3D and the seraphim, and the angelic realm is basically taking care of the 3D matrix here, taking care of everything and passing on the messages. So just making it easy for everyone to understand in a very, very layman language. Moving forward, archangels. Who are archangels? And this is our basic foundation pedagogy. So in the Kabbalah, there are traditionally 12 archangels. Kabbalah is a traditional mystic science, who are each assigned to a certain sephira. Archangel Metatron is considered one of the highest of angels in Merkaba and Kabbalist mysticism, and often served as a scribe. He is briefly mentioned in the Talmud and figures prominently in Merkaba mystical text. Michael, who serves as a protector, is looked upon particularly fondly. Common names that often appear are that of Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. So a lot of you would have heard about Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, or Archangel Metatron. Even if you're not particularly aligned to angelic realm or angelic thoughts, you might have heard these common phrases. If you've really started the journey, it's very easy to come across these names. So Archangel Metatron is said to be the soul star or the supreme energy that takes care of everything that is happening. The most cosmic ideas, the most cosmic alignments that happens in this 3D is taken care of by Archangel Metatron, and he's a very, very protective archangel. Then comes Michael, who said that with his sword he can cut any negativity, any kind of problems can turn into solution. Raphael is known as the doctor of the angelic realm, and Gabriel is the angel of justice, or the announcer who brings justice to everything that there is. Gabriel is sometimes perceived as a she and sometimes perceived as a he, So it is believed that he or she
Radhika ma'am, you stop. We can't hear you actually. I think there is some technical issues with ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, she dropped off. She'll be back. Yes, she'll be back.
hi, I'm so sorry. I just got disconnected in between.
No
As I
worries.
said, technological glitches.
Yeah.
Let me share again.
We can see the screen, ma'am.
Yeah, just a moment. I'm going for. Okay. So quickly for everyone, just in a very short, Merkaba is basically it's a sacred geometry. If you see Metatron, Merkaba is like a lot of triangles coming out at different dispositions. Basically, it's a sacred geometry that is very high vibrational, and when you meditate with that kind of like it's a lot of pyramids together at a one go. It looks like a star basically. So Merkaba is that, and Kabbalist again, Kabbalist science is very where we read about secretary, the origin of life, a lot of mystical arts, but in a very scientific way. So that is Kabbalism and Merkaba for you. Moving forward, now the 12 archangels, as the Kabbalic science would suggest. The first is Archangel Ariel, which is called the angel of destiny. She is also held as the angel of nature who takes care of this environment, who takes care of Mother Earth. I personally connect with her a lot. The second is Archangel Israel, and we are not going hierarchy-wise. We're going alphabetically in these 12. So it is not like someone is above, someone is below. Archangel Israel is angel of death or seeing someone passing by. He is the one who takes care of it is said that he's the one, along with many other spirit guides, all the masters. Archangel Israel is also present when someone is passing from this realm to the other realm. Archangel Samuel is the angel of love. He is also a very protective angel, and he's the one when you're seeking self-love. It is not, and when I say love, it's not just romantic love. Love is a very infinite kind of a term, which does not comes under one umbrella of being in love with someone. The foremost, just remember this: the foremost love that you have in your life is you. It starts with you. So he is someone who reinforces that. Then comes Archangel Gabriel, as I said. She or he is the messenger, the voice, the announcer. So he's the messenger, and he's also the archangel of justice. Moving forward, Archangel Haniel. Haniel is said to be the glory of God. When there is some victory, when when there's glorious something, it is said that Haniel is the one who's taking care, who's taking up the whole process forward. Archangel Jophiel is the angel of wisdom. Jophiel is also said to be the angel of beauty. And when I say beauty, it's about everything. When there is clutter in your house, that decluttering, when it comes to have to declutter, I have to declutter. It is Archangel Jophiel sending those subliminal messages. The skincare that you want to do, the self love that you want to. So Samuel and Jophiel works a lot together. So Jophiel is someone who will give you those wise thoughts that, you have to declutter, or you have to declutter your mind, declutter your body, declutter your surroundings. So it's the angel of that. Archangel Metatron is helmed as the king, as someone who is really taking care of the forces. Now, please understand, when I'm saying all of these words, that is not setting a stone. I'm not saying that, they hold some power over us. They work with us. We walk with them. We are not walking forward or behind. We walk with them. They walk with us. These are just mere words for us to understand in this 3D, in this 3D matrix, how everything is working. Moving forward, Archangel Michael, one who is like God. So if you really want to feel sometime, how would God feel like? Any ascendant masters that you connect with, Archangel Michael is someone who makes you feel closest to that supreme energy, whatever energy that there is. Also, Michael is said to be the most protective. In fact, Earth is taken care of by Michael's sword, is what is said. Now, Michael has many names. Michael is also named as Krishna, Shiva, and a lot of other names. So just reminding that, again, these names are made names. There is so much beyond and above this. Archangel Raphael, God heals. As I said, he's known as the doctor. In fact, I have a very, very personal experience with Archangel Raphael when my mother was going through her journey of some health issues that she had at that point in time. Now she's no more with us, but this particular angel really helped her and helped me through the whole process of answering, of connecting, of being there, of understanding how things were working. Archangel Sandalphon is the guardian and also the one who plays music. He's very, very connected to the music, and is said to bring peace and healing to this world with his music. Archangel Usual is flame of God, someone who's keeping everything aligned, that flame of passion and everything going on earth. And last but not the least, Archangel Zadkiel, that is the knowledge, the wisdom that we have. He is knowledge. Moving forward, I know. I hope that this is making sense and you are enjoying the session. We'll dive into Q&A in just another 5 minutes. Connecting with your angels first, and this is foremost, and this is something which is a PSSM thumb rule. Listen. If you're asking, listen, and if you're listening, clearly. So there's something called, okay, I'm going to go into Hindi. Shravana, Manana, Dhasa. These are 3 things that we do in PSSM. Okay? That is listening clearly. Shravana is listening, Manan is then observing, and Dhyasa is doing meditation on it. So observation, meditation, and listening very deeply. So with the angels as well, ask and listen. Help is always available. It is always available. It is said that universe is always listening, but are you eager? Are you egoless enough to ask? And are you aware enough to listen? These are the 2 questions I'm leaving you today. Second is gratitude. Always have gratitude for everything in your life. Gratitude is the utmost practice. If you're always asking, and not in a state of gratitude, be in gratitude for the food you have and what you drink, for everything that there is. Everything, little things in life matter, because you never know what the other person might be going through. So just being in a state of gratitude. Faith and trust, as Pari, yesterday spoke about how belief is a big energy, like, how to believe, how to trust, how to think big. So this is faith and trust. When you think big, your faith becomes stronger, your trust even stronger, and that leads to wherever we are today. In fact, the whole earth is working on belief energy. If there is no belief, the earth would not exist. Just sometimes try to think. You have a heart pumping, you have lungs working, you have intestine, kidneys, you have bones, you have eyes, you have mouth, and everything is working in perfect sync. How? What is making this work? Is it food? Is it the water? What is it? It is that cosmic energy. Food and water is very, very 3D thing. It's a very 3D thing. There is something beyond that material, that something that you can touch, see, feel, eat, see. smell. There's something beyond which is making you work. And that is where the faith and trust comes in. Ask for a sign. If you're ever in a sticky situation, always ask for a sign. It does not have to be angels.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. You were stuck for a while.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
you
Which one do you want me to repeat?
the last 2 minutes?
Faith and trust.
Yeah, you can start from there.
Okay. My bad. A lot of challenges since morning, but I'm loving it. A lot of gratitude for that also. But anyway, what I was really trying to say is when your faith and trust is when in your body there's a heart pumping, there are lung working, there's kidneys working, there's everything working in sync. How is it working? Think about it. There is so much happening outside. The nature is working in its own way. Earth works on belief energy. Earth works on faith and trust. If you do not have faith and trust, nothing really works because there is something that is making this body work. What is it? You would think that is food, that is water, but it is not true. There is a cosmic energy. There is lot of cosmic energy that is present, which is making do a lot of things. Okay. And then last but not the least, ask for a sign. And when I say ask for a sign, it is not just angels, okay? This is a very general thing. Ask for a sign. You can talk to the universe. You can ask for a sign from your own self. You are the biggest cheerleader. You're the biggest angel existing on earth. Ask for a sign. If something is not working, if you're stuck in a situation, ask for a sign and it happens. When you ask with all your heart, when your intention is right, things happen. And that is the real truth. Moving forward. Calling upon the angelic realm. Calling upon it, it's very easy. Simply before you sit into meditation, just call upon even if you do not remember the names, even if you do not know anything about that, just call upon wings of protection. And it really, really, you feel that love. Meditation is one key foundation which opens a whole plethora of universe. We are very lucky to be meditators. No one is as powerful as a meditator. When you start meditating, and I'm not saying it with a pinch of salt, or I'm not saying that I'm egoistic when I'm saying this. I'm just very happy and I feel blessed to be in this community. I feel blessed that I got to know meditation at the right time. And obviously, there is for everyone, it is their right time. When my time was right, I got into meditation. So when you meditate, all of this opens up for you. Otherwise, nothing. I mean, you could just be speaking Hakin. I mean, a lot of people talk about angels and they're not meditating, and I do not connect with it. Because to be really truly connected to the higher energies, you have to be very stable here. You have to be very stable here. And you have to be very stable in your whole being that you are. So it's very easy, if you think that, you have to be a very great master, some big sun to call upon energies, it is not true. And that is what Patriji also stood by. If you can meditate with your full heart, with your strongest intention, you are able to connect to the whole cosmos. It is available. So it's very easy to connect to angelic wealth. Moving forward, working with archangels. How do you work with archangels? So how do angels help? So we are all in it. We are, all eternal in our wholeness, and that we believe we are experiencing spirituality in this human form, which is the biggest lie that we tell ourselves. As I started this whole session with this one thing, we are spiritual beings, the eternal, experiencing this human form to accelerate our soul lessons. Angelic realm takes care of all that happens here on the soul of earth. Every archangel has a specific task that they help with. That list that we had that I showed, so every archangel is working on that. If you're really interested in working with archangels, as you would work with an ascendant masters, or you would just work with yourself, it is simply that. So please understand, this is just an information. You can use it as you want to. You can take it as you want to. I'm merely, giving this information to you, merely sharing experiential basis. And how to ask for help. Clarity is gold. When you're clear in your head and when you're clear in your heart, you can ask for help from yourself or from anyone else. So while they always know, while the angelic realm, while the ascendant masters, the universe always know what is happening in our lives, it is advisable to be clear and be out there with how you want them to help. You have to say, you have to speak it out to the universe in your heart or out loud. For example, Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing, or also known as the hand or as the hand of God who heals. So in time of any health crisis, you can call upon Archangel Raphael and their team of angelic healing, and you have to tell them what you want, what you want help in any issue. Like for example, I might be having a big headache and I'm meditating and nothing and meditating, but I'm not able to meditate because there is a big, huge headache. Help is always available. That's what meditation does to you. So you simply call upon the universe, you simply call upon Archangel Raphael and you tell them, okay, I want to meditate. You have to help me through this. You have to help me with this headache. And you go ahead and you do it. And it really does happen. When you have that intention, when you have that faith, it does happen. Moving forward, working with archangels. So working with angels is quite simple, really, and there is no need for any complicated ritual or ceremony. All you need is an open heart, faith, and trust, and a readiness to receive assistance. Simply follow the Anapanasati method. It's my go-to method. Call upon the universe to only connect you with the most positive beings. Call upon your team of angels and guides, and voila, you are done. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Your faith, your trust, clarity, and calling upon your guides, calling upon that angelic realm before you start meditating, not while meditating. When you're meditating, you're simply meditating. When you're meditating, then you're not talking, you're not calling, you're not connecting, you're just simply meditating. Meditation is just that. You do everything before or after it. Few minutes before, a few minutes after, nothing during meditation, because that time you are one with the earth frequency. When you're meditating, you are one with the frequency of earth. You're one with the theta wavelength. Tools to connect with angels. First is grounding and meditation. How to do grounding? Very easy method is to start walking bare feet on a ground where there is grass, where there is mud. When you're connecting with the earth, that is one very, very beautiful method to ground yourself. The second is meditation. Of course, we all know how to meditate. Then tools is essential oils. Essential oils is something that is the essence of flowers, the most intense fractionated part of which is done through cold press method or any pressing method. So the oils that connect you with the angelic realm is frankincense, rose, jasmine, and lavender. These are the most favorites. The crystals are amethyst, celestite, clear quartz, and moldavite. And of course, pyramid energy. Pyramid can connect you with anything and everything. And as I speak about these tools, you don't have to have them physically. You can always visualize we are powerful beings. We can create our own reality, is what I want to say. Angel presence, how to know that there are, or let's even, let's omit the word angels. We do not connect with it. Any universal power, any presence, any beautiful presence that is around you. Powerful thought or sudden urge to get creative. Suddenly you will have epiphany. A big problem has been in your life and suddenly you get a solution. Somewhere someone is helping you, that thought comes in and okay, I know what to do. Seeing number sequences, 11, 11, 22, 22, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3. These number sequences, every number has a message. This universe is working on number. If you understand, so again, Nikola Tesla said, if you can understand the mystery of 3, 6, and 9, you have decoded the universe. So these numbers, so 11, 11, 20, 20 22, 11 and 22 are said to be master numbers. So any sequential number, 11, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, all of these sequential numbers are said to be power numbers. So if you're seeing these, any number combination or some number which keeps repeating to you, it could be like, for example, you keep seeing 701, 701, 701 every day. There is some message with that. You can meditate upon it or you can research. There is a message. Picking up on a divine fragrance with no known source or feeling a gentle cool breeze. So suddenly we feel that there's a very beautiful smell, very beautiful fragrance around you, and there is no known source. Nobody has put on a perfume. There is no incense burning. There is nothing around you, but you can smell something very divine. Or there's a gentle cool breeze which you feel around you, and you're like, oh my God, I'm feeling so nice. So that is also one of the signs that they are present around you. Finding feathers or butterflies, especially when you are seeking external guidance. So a lot of times this happened with me, and without having much knowledge of the angelic realm, I used to find a lot of feathers when I was on, when I just started my journey with meditation. A lot of messages were coming, and I used to find a lot of feathers around. And it was not because some pigeons are always around my, because at that time I was studying, I was in my masters, so it was not because there were pigeons around or there was crows around. I used to find the feathers at random places with no known source of birds around. I would find them. Suddenly, a butterfly would be in front of me. I'm like, okay, what just happened? And most beautiful butterflies that I've never seen before, like weird colors. I could never capture them because until unless my camera was out and they were gone. And then I realized that there was something beautiful happening. See, understand, it's not necessary that my experience and your experience would be similar. What I'm trying to really do here is I'm sharing that there is a very beautiful world that must be, or that might be unknown to you. And there is whole plethora of everything that you can explore. Moving forward, this was one channeled message that I got, which they created when I created this particular slideshow. And I think that this is still valid. There is a voice within you that you have ignored for the longest time. It's time to seek the truth. What you feel is not the fancy of your mind, but a direct message from you guys. Listen close and listen well. We are surrounding you right now. And this was a channeled message from the Seraphim and Light of Lemurian Masters. So yeah, this is what it is. This is a message for you. I'll just keep the screen so everyone can read it at their own pace and just get the energies right now. So Seraphim of Light is basically the Seraphim that we talked about initially, the first bench of the archangelic hierarchy. And Lemuria, of course, if you do not know, I will just quickly speak about that. And now moving forward. Okay, so that's the end of the slide. My last slide is not coming, which is just basically thank you. So I'll stop sharing. And my deepest gratitude for being so patient with me and listening so closely as to what I had to share. Lemuria is basically a hidden world within our world, which is said that Mount Shasta, which is in California, is said to be the opening or a portal between two worlds where we can enter the Lemuria or similarly how Mount Kailash is said to be the portal to Shambhala. So, I mean, again, it is all on belief, on how you believe in it. I know that this is something very out of the box, something that you might not even have visualized that, it will come to you in your face today. But I was very positive that I wanted to share about the angelic realm. And as I end this session, please know there is no set stone or there is no set rule. Because I shared something, you don't have to start believing in it. Be a spiritual scientist, experiment until your last breath. That is what we're here to do. Do not believe in something because Radhika said it. Do not believe in something because Patriji said. And I'm only repeating what Patriji said, what my best friend told me. Never believe on me. We were sitting, it was all Delhi mass, we were all kids sitting in front. He'll never believe what I'm saying, guys. He's like, you're my friends, okay? Never believe me, with blind eyes. Always experiment. I might say 1,000 things. It's maybe 500 would work for you, maybe 1,000 will work for you, but always be always be a spiritual master, always be a spiritual scientist. Always be a spiritual scientist. And that is something I imbibe even today. So you don't have to, believe in me or just like that. Believe in yourself, experiment, and see for yourself how things work for you. And with that, I will say thank you. And I'll pause my voice for a while before we start our Q&A. Do we still have time for question and answers? Can we do some?
Yes, definitely, ma'am. We will go to that only. Thank you so much for your session. Thank you very much. It was a nice session. Yeah, even I didn't know much about this angels things. So thank you for the knowledge. I'll experiment, as you said. Right. So I actually had some, before we open up for the participants, I had one question like, what are the energy vortexes?
What are the energy vortexes?
Yeah.
Okay. So energy vortex is something. So like how I said Mount Shasta. Okay. Mount Shasta is one of the most biggest known energy vortex. Vortex is like an abyss or an energy portal, like how they say that's a black hole, right? Black hole in itself is energy vortex. Vortex is something wherein there is a portal to something, like there is a maybe a way to the other dimension, to another energy or something. Vortexes are places, and there are ley lines, okay, which is any vortex which is intersecting at 90 degrees on a ley line on this earth is said to be a positive vortex, wherein the highest ascendant masters, the highest energies are believed to reside. So, for example, Kasar Devi in India, or Mount Shasta in California, or Mount Kailash in Tibet. All of these places and many more are said to be the highest energy vortexes on Earth. Any pyramid, any man-made or natural pyramid is an energy vortex. So any place where the energy is highest. So Pyramid of Giza is a big energy vortex. So pyramids are itself are energy vortexes. So that's what an energy. This is a very simple definition. Of course, there is much deeper. I hope I'll take that session someday, because there's a whole session on energy vortex that I can. I'm ready with. So if whenever possible, I would love to take the session.
Right, right. Oh, sure. Thank you. Thank you for answering that. Friends, we are open for the question and answer. If anyone has any questions, please raise your hand or put it in the chat. You can raise your hands for experience sharing as well. I don't see any questions, I think. Okay, I see a question. By Rajiv Ji. What attracted or initiated you into this Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah? Interesting session.
Thank you that you found this interesting. I am not attracted or initiated into the Jewish mysticism. I am attracted to anything and everything which speaks, says, shouts, esoteric esoteric science. I am a very occult. I'm very attracted to occult in general. And when I say occult, I'm not saying Vada, voodoo, black magic, not all of that. I am very much attracted to energy, universe, cosmos. So everything and anything that comes under that wing that attracts me. Kabbalah and Kabbalah or the Merkaba or anything related to that, or angels and everything. It's just a part of it. It's just that. And I think the foundation for me is meditation, is what I am right now. It's this.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. We have one more question from Yuval. How do crystals help us?
The earth is the biggest known crystal that there is. There are crystals glowing within the earth. Crystals were set on earth way before humans started to exist. Before we started to exist, the crystals were installed on earth so that we could be aligned. Because for us, if you think you belong to earth, that's wrong. I am sure that many of us have this feeling that we do not belong here. That you're still looking for home, even when you have home where you're very happy, everything is there, but you still long for a home, and you do not know what this home is. It is because we have come from different dimensions, different planets to help Earth and to help raise it. It is said that there are 11 matrices like Earth, but Earth is the greatest known matrix. It is the highest school where you learn the most spiritual things. It is the most soul accelerating place, and that is why we're all here. So if you're here and on this journey, it's because you signed up for this, and bravo and claps to us, because it is not easy to be on earth. For anyone who's here and is a meditator, when I say meditator, I'm also saying that you're aware of who you are. You are in that awareness. So when you are that aware, you understand that there is so much that we have to hold up, that so much space we have to hold for ourselves and for others, and that is where crystals come in. So yeah, that's how crystal helps us. We can't go into much detail, but it's a very basic foundation that this earth in itself, the core of the earth, is the greatest it has crystal. The earth is the greatest known crystal. And for that matter, your pineal gland is a crystal. It's a liquid crystal. So you are a walking, talking crystal itself. And all the in the nervous system, that there are thousands and millions of neurons which are said to have crystalline structures within. So crystals are everywhere. This is what crystals are helping us in a lot of way. It is holding space for us and holding space for us. Preeti Visht also has asked question, and then we'll go to Lataji. She's asking what is the use of crystal pyramid and which crystal pyramid to use, whether to place it in what size regards. Okay, I've already told you the use of crystal, what really crystal is. This is a whole lot another class, but I can quickly tell you, pyramid again is a sacred geometry, which has a specific angle of 51 degrees, 51 minutes, and 51 seconds. That is exactly aligned with the Pyramid of Giza. That is what PSSM at least goes with. There are a lot of other pyramids, which is of 32 degree or 72 degree. 72 degree is called the Russian pyramid. Again, it is a very, very high centric energy. But the dimension we work with is 51 degree, 51 minutes, 51 seconds. So the pyramid, any crystal, for example, you take clear quartz and you take the pyramid shape. So pyramid shape in itself is said to be the amplifying energy. Or so if you keep the first experiment, which was done by which was, I'm forgetting his name, Dr. Darbar. So he kept a razor under a pyramid for 15 days or for 1 month, and that razor was sharp enough, and he could use it many, many times. And so many other experiments were done with the pyramids. So pyramid has the specific sacred geometry plus the crystal. So clear quartz is said to be the master healer. So if you have a pyramid shaped crystal of, let's say, quartz, it's going to be a master healer. It is great for meditation. It is great for health benefits. It is great for a lot of things. But other thing is you should know how to cleanse, charge, program your crystal before you get a crystal. So yeah, I think that would be all. And also size, it matters and it does not matter. Everything, imagine this hand. If you can touch it, this is an illusion. If you can touch something, for example, if I can touch this is also an illusion. That you can hold something, it's an illusion. And why I'm saying this, that size does matter and it does not matter. Even if you do not have a particular crystal, you can visualize it and you can utilize it. You are the greatest energy that exists. Everything else is a tool and means. So you have to believe in yourself is what I'm going to say. And that is what I also practice in my own life. And that is, so again, today, whatever I shared, there was no teaching, there was no preaching. I was only sharing my own experiences. And I'm sharing right now as well. And now I hope I answered your question, Preeti. And now moving on to Lataji.
Yeah. Can you unshare? Please unmute Lataji. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, madam, for this wisdom. Great. It's like a lot of unknown words to understand.
Yes. Yeah.
So the dimensions 3D, 5D, and realm both are same.
No. So there are a lot of dimensions. Okay. So 3D is where we are, where everything is. So you would have seen 3D movies. Okay. 3D is so when I say 3D, 1D, 2D, 4D, 5D, it is not something physical. It is vibrational. So in 3D, we are still struggling to be at our higher self. We are still struggling to be where we are because we chose to be here for our accelerated soul growth. 3D, Earth 3D is especially, it's a school where we chose to be here to see that accelerated growth for our soul. 5D is where you're vibrationally already higher. 5D and above realms or 5D or above dimensions are basically where the higher ascendant masters or the higher energies resides. If you read, okay, somebody asked books, so let me answer your question with the books. If you read Echoes of the Soul, and I'll start typing also, just give me a moment. Echoes, Echoes of the Soul by Eco Bodine. This book, she speaks about 7 dimensions. There are 12 which are known. 12th is Lyra. There are even more. This we cover in extraterrestrials or, or the higher dimension or the stranger among us. Eco Potine talks about seven dimensions, where she says even the seven dimension people do not know where the God resides. It is said that there are 45 known dimensions till date, and people are still exploring. The spiritual people are still exploring. And if you
Oh.
say, how do you prove it? There is no proof, but there is still proof. It is again, everything works on that faith, that belief in how expanded you are in your mind. When you are meditating and you see your past life, can you prove it? But you've seen your past life and you know you have seen your past life. When you're meditating and you feel nothing, simple, peaceful, you just feel that energy and you wake up refreshed. Oh my God, I'm recharged. I did not sleep. Do you have a proof? No, but you feel recharged. Even if you did not sleep the whole night, just with 5 minutes of meditation, your whole body regenerates. So a
Right.
lot of things exist, but it is only for us to experience. When you
Then
experience, it comes.
what about realm? Realm?
Realms is basically just a term. Realm is just a term. It's a
Okay.
term. Like this is earth realm, there is a spirit realm, there is a crystal realm. It's just a term. That's all. Realm is basically a place. So it's just a
Place.
synonym of a place. Yeah, in a higher frequency. Yeah.
Okay. And one more question, madam. When we born, we have energy and we lost while growing. Then again, we are meditating to get the energy. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it is said that when you're born with the highest energy, and until 5 years of age, a child is connected to that godlike energies. That's why when a child is sleeping, it smiles, it cries, and there is no known reason. It is said that they're dreaming about the place that they have come from. And for that, I recommend reading Dr. Robert Schwartz. He is one of the greatest authors that I know, where he's talked about your soul's plan, your soul's gift, and your soul's love. These are the three. This is a triology. I'll actually share it with people. I'll share some recommended book names and you can start reading. These, okay, understand, these are very heavy reads. One by one, whatever intuitively is coming to you. But it is true that a baby until 5 years of age is very connected to the universe, to the God, to the God's energy. God is again a term in human language. The vocabulary is very short and simple for us. And what happens is after 5 years of age, that what we call sanskaram, or the social identities that starts to seep in through whatever has been taught, whatever has been socially conditioned. And then the child starts to see the world through eyes of the mother or the father or the teacher or the people who surrounds it. And then one day it just goes. And until and unless you become aware of who you truly are, that conditions keep working. So that is why, it is said that being a conscious parent is a greatest gift, because when you become conscious, you heal yourself. Um, Again, I'm jumping into a lot of things, but there's so much information available, so I would share freely. It is said when a woman heals herself, and it goes for the man also. So let me say this: when a woman and a man heals herself or himself, they heal 7 generations before them and 7 generations after them. And it is always said woman, because woman has a physical womb. A woman is a feminine energy is said to be the child bearer or one who gets pregnated. Okay. So that womb energy works best. So when you are healing yourself, and when I say healing, I'm not saying you start jumping into different classes and take healing. I'm simply saying when you start healing, when you start doing inner work, understanding that maybe there was an inner child issue that you were hurt before as a child, or something did not set right for you, but it is okay. Now you have to come up, move forward in life, and take life as it comes. And meditation really, really helps. So that kind of healing, when you start doing that inner work, you heal yourself and you heal 7 generations before you, 7 generations after you. And I can vouch that most of you here are the black sheep in the or black wolves in the family, who people don't understand. They're like, "Ye kya kar rahe? What are they doing? Mad people meditating, not eating non-veg. Oh my God, what are they doing?" Like general people judge. But please
Yeah.
know, you are the most wonderful being. We all here are the precious stones, the gemstones, were the stewards of earth, and we have to take responsibility. So I went into a lot of things, but I hope that I answered your question.
Yeah. I understand, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I see one more question. Do you have time? Shall we go with it?
Yes. I have enough time. I'm sure that other people should have time.
Yes. Yeah, we also do. So, from Suresh, Mount Kailash, a portal to Shambhala. Please share your details and
Okay,
experience.
so yes, okay. I have my experiences with the Ascended Master Shiv. I do not have personal experiences with Mount Kailash, but I just feel that I'm very attracted to that place. But as the theories and the stories go, if you research, I'm a keen researcher. I read a lot, whether it is books, whether it is, I just want to research. If I like a topic, I will go into and I'll start researching. So there have been lot of sightings and lot of things. It is said that there is a part of Mount Kailash that no one has ever access to. And if you read or if you see podcast, you will say a lot of people, Mount Everest is the highest peak. Kailash is not the highest peak, but people have reached Mount Everest, the highest peak, but they've never even able to explore Mount Kailash. In fact, there was a group, it was the latest podcast I was hearing that, there was a whole expedition, experienced seasoned mountaineers. They are there, trying to climb Mount Kailash. And after 5 days, they understood that they're going in circles. They couldn't reach where they have to go. They were coming back to the same place and they don't know how it was happening. A lot of people have said to experience yetis, have seen yetis. A lot of people have seen, the Lord of Kailash himself. A lot of people have seen, claimed to see the Hanuman energy or some other angelic presences. A lot of experiences there. And it is said that there have been ascetics who went, but they never came back. Not even the bodies were found. And it is said that it was a portal that they reached there and they never came out. In fact, I'll share something very interesting from Mount Kailash. Okay, I'll have to just switch off and switch on my camera. Just a moment, please. Yeah. I am sure that a lot of you guys know about Babaji caves in this beautiful place, Fukushima. Babaji caves, right? Which is also known as Pandav Puli. It is said where Pandavas started their journey towards heaven. So it's divided, it's divided into two parts. Here there are stairs which leads to Pandav Puli. Here the trail goes to Babaji caves. So when you go to Babaji caves and when you reach that cave, when you go inside that cave, there is a huge man-made wall that has been built. And it is said that that wall was built because it's a whole cave. You can go inside. People were able to go inside that cave, but it said that when they went inside that cave, they never came out. They never came out because they had gone to some other portal. Not even skeleton, not a body was found. So people got so scared because people, what they don't understand, they get scared. So this is not something which you will read a lot of at many places, but a wall was built to close that cave and no one was able to access that. In fact, there are secret caves within that arena. If you can go and explore that, there's a very, as you were asking about energy portal. So one energy portal is also that place, Fukushima. It's a very beautiful energy portal, Jenny.
Yes.
So yeah, I hope I answered your question, Suresh, again.
Yeah, I see the emoji. Right. That's it. I don't see any more questions. No more raising hands.
Yeah.
I think we can call it for the day.
We can call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much, everyone. Before I close the session, I know most of you might not be aware of a lot of things that I've shared today. I request everyone, whoever is new, I know there are a lot of seasoned meditators here, so I am sure that they know what I spoke about, what I talked about. They're already very much into the subject, but people who are new to this subject, people who for the first time they experience the topic that I was, please do not be overwhelmed. Do not think that you are lagging behind or that you haven't achieved or you have to do something extra. Take everything as an information. This was mere information that I wanted to share. I wanted to share my heart and soul. So I did that. Do not be overwhelmed. Keep meditating and trust me, the right books, the right guides, the right people, everything will happen at the right time. All you need to do is meditate, meditate, meditate. Meditation is the key to everything, guys. 5 principles of PSSM before I close. Never, never, never forget that. Sir always said that and I will speak that. Okay. 5 concepts, but in 2 different ways. So the foundation of PSSM foremost, meditation, that is anapanasati, eating right food, that is the most high vibrational food which goes through photosynthesis, which does not include a beating heart, which does not include hacking, chopping down a beautiful animal. Sitting by right people, what we are doing right now, Sajjan Sangati, sitting by right people, right books, reading the right books, the books that, that people have shared before, that I shared today, all the right kind of books. There is a whole list of Patriji suggested books. Please go and check. You will get the whole list. And last but not the least, pyramid energy. Experiment with pyramid energy. Be a spiritual scientist. These are the 5 pillars of PSSM that Patriji spoke about. And then, like him, how you would say, repeat after me, 5-finger concept. Okay. So he would say, this is body, this is intellect. This is body, this is mind, this is intellect, this is spirit, this is your soul, and this is your spirit. Okay. So he says, why do we sit like this? We sit in meditation like this. Why do we sit like this? So he would start counting on his finger. It's like, you don't have to do this. You've already found this. So why don't we sit like Shiv? Why don't we sit like this? Because we are already this. We are already this. We are already all Shivas. We are already. So if you go back to 2021, it was an online thing. In Dhyan, there was a big yoga festival that happened online. It is still on videos where Sir said, you're not this body, Baba. You are a spiritual being. So you're already this. But you have to become this. With this soul and spirit, you have to align your body, you have to align your mind, you have to align your intellect. And that is why we sit like this. So everything culminated. Thank you so much for giving me so much space, for giving me so much love, and for listening to me so patiently. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would like to call Swarnalata ma'am also. I see her. Yeah, hi, ma'am.
Hi,
Amma,
ma'am.
thank you very much, Radhika. Thank you. After a long time.
Yes,
Sharing
ma'am.
your
I'm so
wisdom.
happy to see you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Nice information. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Shows
ma'am.
a lot, so much what the research you are doing all the way. Everything is there. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I feel that sir is with me because you are here. Thank you so much. It's like I'm feeling sir's presence here. If you do not know her, let me tell you, sir, in his word, he said she's truly someone who mirrors me, because she never did anything which sir did not say. So how I was introduced to her was that, everything she goes by the book rule. If sir says you have to meditate for 3 hours, she will sit and meditate for 3 hours. I think for me, she is the epitome, and she is that leading experience. And she is such a child. She's like, I'm always learning. I think I've not seen, she's one of the greatest masters I know. She's like truly that mother, that friend that you want to like. Thank you, ma'am, for holding space for me today and for your beautiful smile. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really happy to see you.
Thank you, Amma.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Swarnalata ma'am.
Thank you, Amma.
Thank you. Right. Thank you, Radhika ma'am. So thank you all the participants for joining us today. Let's see you tomorrow.